Oh. Hmm. Say goodbye. Say goodbye. Sure enough, good to see you. Hello. Recording. Okay. Pause.
For change in the universe, and it has been delivered. Would you guys agree with that?
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
2020 came in with a serious bang.
Yeah,
And change isn't good and it isn't bad if you take notes and words from my brother. He says if you're able to adjust and take advantage and be light on your feet, instead of it being a loss in the shuffle, we can actually win. We can win. Woo-hoo.
Yeah.
Robin Sharman says, and I'm going to quote, obstacles are the cost of greatness. So in many times when there seems to be a problem, just as you had indicated, Cynthia, the opportunities just based on how you look at those problems could be something that's going to propel us into the future. As Cynthia indicated, I was in the water business. I was in the water industry for, well, actually 27 plus years, 12 years in sparklets, and the difference with my own business, Water Express Incorporated in Paramount, California.
Woohoo! Shout out Paramount.
Right. Shout out Paramount. You know, I actually invested into my life-altering device, which you've all kind of already stepped to already, because I was interested in the health aspects. It was changing the lives of so many of my customers in the store. I had not really thought about the business end of it. But you know what the great thing is? I got a twofer.
A what?
A twofer. You guys know what a twofer is?
No.
2 for 1?
2 for 1. I bought it for my health, but I got a compensation plan for free. I know. Isn't that amazing? You know, this is a simple business because everybody drinks water, right?
Right.
But it's not for everybody. But you know what? It might just be perfect for you. That's why I'm excited that you guys are on this call. Now, I would like to share with you 10 skills that are hard to do, but they will pay off in business and in life. And then I would like to welcome our keynote speaker. You guys okay with that?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Bring it.
I love participation. Okay, so number 1, public speaking. Your ability to communicate to others is huge. So there are, additional reading will help with your communication. Groups like Toastmasters will help with your communication and so on. Number 2, to be honest with yourself. You know, if you're going to do the business, know the business, and take time to evaluate where you are in life. The self-evaluation, you know, you don't want to be delusional about where you are in relationship to reality. Number 3, have confidence in yourself. You know, this is interior bravery. Interior bravery is really like exercising your muscles. To become braver than you are, you have to exercise that muscle of bravery. Number 4, listen. Learn to be the last one to speak. Allow others to speak, and then you have the opportunity to be heard and to understand. Sometimes we get so excited about what we have to share, we kind of pretty much just throw up on them because we know what it could do. But if you take the opportunity to listen, then you have the opportunity to understand. Number 5, manage your time. Trade effectiveness for busyness. Right now, I saw a survey that indicated that the average person is effective 20% of their time, and 80% of their time they're busy. So if you could swap that out and be effective 80% of the time, and all that other busy work just be 20% of the time, you know, that's a life skill worth having. Number 6, stop whining. Wah, 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 wah. You know what? People complain, people criticize about what you don't have, and etc. So if you flip the script and start being thankful and having gratitude for what you do have, that's going to move you ahead big time. Number 7, I'm starting to get excited because I'm getting ready to do this intro. Number 7, stay present. A lot of us worry about, and we drag around so much baggage from the past, and we freak out on what's going to happen in the future. But you end up missing the boat on what you're doing in the present. So happiness in our lives exists right now, the living, what you're doing. So stay present, stay woke. They indicated that you actually control 60% of your happiness, and 40% might be genetics, but 60% is on your end. Number 8, being consistent. You know, it's a journey. It's not the short run. That's what life is. Les Brown says, if you can look up, you can get up. Absolutely. So it's small acts that over consistency build up over time. Number 9, the power of empathy. You know, your ability to care and to feel, it really brings out the best in people. And number 10, prioritize and sleep. We all require a certain amount of sleep. It varies. Some might do 6, some might be 7. But to be healthy, what's more important than our health? And since most of you have already crossed the line, you're not in the gray area, and you've made the investment in the technology, you already realize the value of true health. So it is my honor to intro someone that encompasses all this that I've been talking about and more. I would like to introduce to you trainer, coach, dad, world traveler, my mentor and hooper, 6A2-2, and my friend and keynote speaker for today, Dr. Vernell Lucas, Master Your Destiny.
Hey, I like that.
Yeah.
Come on, give it up, you guys.
I like it. I appreciate it. Hey, I appreciate everybody being on the call, especially for Saturday, because when I got the memo for this thing, I don't think I knew it was on Saturday. So I just want to once again say thank you guys for giving your time, and hopefully I'm able to help you guys learn, help you guys grow, and help you get to the next level, whether that be yes, Marty.
Just want to say one thing. Everybody that's not speaking, go ahead and mute so to cut out any background noise. And then if it's time for us to speak, we can unmute ourselves and take notes.
All right.
Please take notes.
Okay.
Thank you.
So my name is Dr. Lucas. I've been a part of this company maybe about 12 years. I've been a chiropractor for about 25 years. So I found out about this maybe 12 years ago, and I was just super fascinated. And in a time, what I think I believe in three things. And these things came even more clear to me in time when I found this company. Because when I found this company, I was lacking three things. And the three things maybe all you guys can relate to, because now I balance and I look at my life based off of these three things. The first thing I look at is love, okay? So self-love. When I started this company, I didn't have self-love. It was 2008. Need I say more? You know, people was losing their houses, foreclosure was happening. It was tough. It was just tough. My parents were in the process of losing their house, which, you know, the house I was growing up in. So it was tough again. Money seemed like what it took an hour to do. It seemed like it took a lot longer. You got paid a lot less in 2008. And it was just financially tough. So one thing would be health. That was poor in 2008. Second thing would be my wealth, my money. That was poor in 2008. Wasn't because I wasn't trying. I think you guys were in 2008 too. It was tough. And then the next thing would be, you know, your own health. And my health was poor when I found this company. So because my money was bad, I think I threw everything into a category to where everything was bad. And I started, what Marty was talking about, kind of whining about life a little bit. Why my life is bad? Oh, your life is better. Oh, they have it better than you, and blah, blah, blah. And, you know, somehow my son he was maybe 4 or 5 at the time. And he came into my room. And at the time I wasn't having a good day. And he knocks on the door and he goes, "Daddy, it's a beautiful day." And I was exhausted. If you've ever been either depressed or whatever the case may be, you don't get a lot of sleep when you don't have no money. You know what I mean? You just don't. So I had finally gotten sleep. And then after I got to sleep, he wakes me up, and he did this like consecutively for like a week. And what that taught me was that he had already decided that the day was going to be amazing. I woke up contemplating if the day was going to be amazing, and I was looking for bad things to happen because the day before bad things happened, and I was looking and happy living in that pattern. And when somebody broke me out, my son broke me out of that pattern, I was like, you know, I got a choice. Either I could see it the way that I see it now, which is not getting me anything that I want, or I could maybe look at what he's saying. Why is it a beautiful day? Why is it a beautiful day? And I was like, little things, you know, I could breathe, I could walk, I could move. And from those simple things, you're able to grow. I say all these things, you guys, because I think everybody starts in a different place. And, you know, 12 years ago, financially, I was not living on Ocean Boulevard. I was not living in a oceanfront apartment or condo. I had dreams of it, you know, I have aspirations, but maybe like you guys, I was the other guy, maybe not necessarily me, where if you thought it was me, you didn't know how. So I kind of took these three things, the love, the health, and the wealth. And as my health got better, my love got better for myself. I started treating myself better. I started eating better. And I started making decisions out of love would put me in a position where I was growing. I wasn't doubting the decisions I was making. So as this process started to happen, I just started sharing the water with you guys. Probably like a lot like you guys, I got a lot of rejections. Anybody know what I'm talking about? Can anybody relate to that even a little bit? You know, it's like you have this brand new toy and everybody's like, oh my gosh, what are you? Oh, I heard about that toy. It's going to break in 3 days. What? You know, and people are saying all of these things and you're just simply trying to help people. And that's where I was. So in that, I think the first year, I think I sold about 12 machines. And then the second year, I think it was like right around 57 machines. And then the next year, it was like over 130 machines. And the fascinating part about that was after I sold maybe the first 12, it wasn't me selling the machines anymore. It would be like everybody on this call picked up the phone, called 5 people, and out of those 5 people, 3 or 4 people bought. And next thing you know, you're getting all these checks coming in. And I was kind of fascinated with that because I read a book called Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Are you guys familiar with this book at all? Some of you guys are, some of you aren't. Okay, great. Let me see if I can see everybody. Okay, that's awesome. Excellent. And when I read this book, it talked about the 4 quadrants. Are you guys familiar with these quadrants? Okay, awesome. If you're not, the first one would be an employee. I have been an employee. One of my jobs was working at Del Taco. That didn't work out so well. So I've been there and I know how you get paid. The second job I had, I needed to be bigger than that in my mind. So I wanted to be an entrepreneur. I sold a lot of stuff. I decided to become a chiropractor. And then in my mind, I was thinking that I had a business, you know? And what I realized, it was me working harder. And it was infrastructure and a building and all these other things that I had to pay for. And those things were more costly than what you think. And I think that was the only way I really knew how to make money. So when I found this concept with Rich Dad, Poor Dad, and he's talking about a business, I was like, I have a business. But the thing that I was missing was essentially a system. You see, like as a chiropractor, everybody wants to see the doctor. Nobody rushes to my office and say, oh, I want to see the nurse. Nobody says that. They want to see the doctor. So what I looked at was the difference between what I was doing and what I'm doing now is I'm able to duplicate. Everybody on this call is going to sell at least 5 machines because I look at it and I go, you know, people, it may not be today, it may not be tomorrow, but what's going to happen as you consistently drink this water, you're going to notice your health is going to change. And the people around you are going to notice it more than you. Hey, man, you're looking good. Hey, what are you doing? Hey, da, 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 da. And the more you drink, the younger you look and your friends start to know it. Then you have a decision to make. Are you going to share the information with your friend or are you just going to let them die? That's what it comes down to. And I think most of us on this call have probably tried to love people and put them in a position where you love them back to health. And in this business, there's a system in which you have to do that in order for you to really get paid and get the benefits off of this. So I briefly kind of wanted to go over that and kind of share with you what that was, because when I got started with this company, I was just getting out of a network marketing company. So I thought this was a network marketing company. This is a direct sales company. So the difference would be maybe if you have like an iPhone or a cell phone, you have to buy that cell phone through a retailer. They're going to manufacture the phone, but you have to buy it through them. You can't go, you got to go through those people to get it. Kind of like an iPhone now. iPhone has iPhone stores, and you go to a retail iPhone store, and they have resellers like AT&T and Sprint to sell the phones as well. Well, our company set up very similar. The major difference is we do 0 advertising. If anybody here has ever started a business, the most expensive thing is letting people know who you are, where you are, and how they can spend their money with you. That is the biggest thing. The cheapest thing is word of mouth business. Word of mouth business. So what I looked at was, what if I could grow my personality to where I could attract people just in conversation to where we could start talking about health or water or love or whatever the case may be, because I think they're all in cycle with one another. And I think as I started sharing more water with people on a consistent basis, I started seeing the benefits of what that looks like. This is kind of like Nike. The only difference is everybody on this call has the ability to be LeBron James and get paid off of tennis shoes. But you have to create your own brand, which means is your friends that are around you are watching you. And what that means is as they see you doing the things that you do, they're going to be excited about that. So you would have to share that information with them in a way that's acceptable for them. And I think sometimes that's the hardest thing in this business. But if you can do that, man, it's been amazing. The reason I say that is because, like I said, it's been 12 years and I've kind of done this business on and off. But when this COVID thing hit in March, it was like, all right, as a chiropractor, that's not happening no more. Like everybody's scared to come outside and even be in your face. So I was like, I need a home-based business. I was like, oh, I got one. And I started thinking about this, and I could share the results with people of what this is via online, whether it's a text message, I send them a YouTube video, or I'm calling just to check up on somebody. Love, wealth, and health are always going to be those three things that people are checking to improve. And when they see you doing the simple thing of just drinking the water, they're going to start asking you questions like, wow, man, I don't see no wrinkles in your forehead. Like, wow, your hair is growing. And I think if anybody has drank this water consistently over a period of time, you'll start feeling the energy. And I think that's amazing. And I think there's a lot of products that just don't do that. The biggest thing in this company, you guys, I would say would be you and the people on this call, because we have to utilize each other in order for us all kind of to move forward. It's like when I think of Marty is in his 70s. And one thing that fascinates me about Marty is that he plays basketball every Sunday with the best of them. And I think about that because I go, well, how many people do you know that dribble a basketball at the age of 70? And I go, well, what is he doing to keep himself youthful? He's drinking this water and he's sharing it with people. And when I get to the court, the first thing I do is, hey, look at the old Marty over there. And everybody goes, wow, he's old. He drinks that kind of water though. What's that? So you have to create something, you know what I mean? And I think everybody on this call has something that's special. I think we've all drank the water long enough to create a story. And that could potentially make you quite a bit of money. This is a direct sales company, and essentially they pay you for your referrals. I wasn't able to maybe get the PowerPoint up today, but I kind of want to share with you kind of how it works. So imagine that every time that you told somebody about this water, they got excited about it, they purchased the machine, the company pays you a check. Would that be good? No strings attached, right? That's like something, you do something like, hey, you tell that person, I'll pay you. There's nothing wrong with that. So what I looked at was how many people could I tell? And the more people I told, the higher the potential for my income. And what I liked about that was based off of me in the beginning. And the reason I liked it was based off of me in the beginning, because I probably wasn't somebody you guys would even want to work with. Like my health was bad, my love was bad, and I was broke. I don't think I was qualified to lead anybody anywhere. But in time, what ended up happening, I started drinking water, I started feeling better, my confidence went up, I started looking better. And as this cycle of things started to happen, I started finding easier ways to approach people with the water instead of, you better drink some water, fool, I'm gonna kill you, you're gonna die. I mean, maybe that's not the best way to do it, you know? So the first couple of sales, the first 2 sales you get, as a referral, the company's gonna pay you $340, okay? And when I first looked at $340, I looked at that and I was just like, that's not very much money. Like, it's not a lot of money. If the machine is, let's say, 5,000 and I'm getting, 340, I was like, it's cute, but it's not maybe sexy enough to make me move, if that makes sense. And it wasn't anything that caught my attention. But by the 3rd sale, I was already making what was this? No, not by the third sale. On the third sale, I was making $680 per sale directly. Again, I didn't have a team, but my logic was if I could sell maybe 2 of these machines a month or a week, then I could be in a position where I was making more money than I was doing before. So I didn't tell you this, but when I was as a chiropractor, also when I first graduated, I worked as a basketball referee. And in that, I made $20 an hour, okay? And I had to work 4 games a night, which was $80 a night. And I thought that was good money. And I was doing that 3 to 5 days a week. And that would yield me for 3 to 5 days a week, including weekends. That would yield me right around $1,200 a month. So my logic was, if I can get to a position of 3A, which is I've sold 11 machines, I would make $1,000 on 1 machine sale. And the potential, if that guy made 1 sale, I could duplicate that money. What I liked about that was I didn't have to run up and down the court. It wasn't as physical. People weren't chasing me down. And I got to choose every single person that I worked with. I got to choose if I could teach them, if I couldn't teach them, all of those things. And those things become important because you can't win by yourself. And I started training. Marty was one of those people. I think it was right around 2009 or 2010. And we just started doing something very similar to what we're doing, starting a call, and then start training people on what it is, because any business that you get involved with, you have to be trained. Like if you work at McDonald's, they don't be like, oh, come on in. You going to wear street clothes? They go, no, we're going to take you to Hamburger University and you got to figure out how to flip these burgers. We're going to train you. Wow, I know how to do it. I used to work at, no. McDonald's has their own way of doing it. And if you don't do it the McDonald's way, you're not doing it right. It's the same thing with this company. And maybe in the first year or so, I struggled a lot because I'm hard-headed. Maybe you guys can relate. But what ended up happening was I started seeing other people making money, and they were more of a system. They started taking people to meetings. They were like doing conference calls. They had a team of people that were working, kind of interacting, and it made the whole everything easier. Like to be able to call Marty and be like, Marty, I drank this water. This is what happened. And Marty would be like, hey, that's the same thing that happened to me. I'd be like, for real? Because when I started this company, you guys, nothing was in English. It was like Japanese hieroglyphs. So 12 years later, I look at this thing, and I see the marketing behind it. I see the websites behind it. I see the infrastructure. I see the 28 offices worldwide. The only thing you guys have to come up with is a customer. And you got customers in your phone. You got people, not all the people in your phone like you, but I'm sure you got at least 5 that like you. You know what I mean? At least 5. If you got 5 people that like you can start a business. And there's people on this call that could help you. It's going to take desire. I can't want it more for you than you want it for yourself. But I think if you're on the call on a Saturday, I think you have desire. The question is, how hard are you willing to work? How much time are you willing to put in? And how coachable are you? Because all the people that are making money, they're all doing the same thing. They're giving out water, they're doing conference calls, they're sending out little text messages for YouTube videos. And everybody on this call, I thought I saw a finger on everybody. Like everybody could do this. It wasn't nothing that anybody was missing. And that's what I also loved about it. It doesn't cost you anything to start. Like whether you got warrants, whether you just got fresh out of jail, whether you got people that don't like you, you can start a brand new business with brand new people with no excuses. And if anybody on this call wants help, I will help you. If you uplines of Marty or Cynthia, if they're stuck in any way, I'm here to help. I get paid when you get paid. That's the way that this thing works. So it's each one teach one all day long. I'm very committed to what I'm doing. Marty knows we've been on the basketball court. I like to win. That's just what it comes down to. Winning makes me happy. I don't care. I just don't want to be on the losing side. That's just how I feel. And if we here and I know how to do this, and it's a skill that's going to cost you nothing but time to learn. What if 6 months from now, you pick up the skills, you listen to what I'm saying, and you get 5 of these checks in your mailbox? What if you're getting, like me, you guys, what I like about what I do is that my conversation changed from talking to you about chiropractic, which is maybe going to yield me maybe $300 to $500 if I kind of haggled you and did this and did that, to a conversation to where I'm making minimum on the same conversation, same time. I can interest you in your health, and I have the ability to make $2,000 per conversation. Know what that does? Makes me smile. Because if you ain't smiling, you missing the whole point. Because it's a new beginning. It's something that is already existing. You're tying on to the highest technology in the land when it comes to this. You're tied into BMW. You're tied into a multi-billion-dollar company. All you gotta do is take your smile, open up your phone, make a list, get in contact with somebody who got you on this call, and let's get you coaching. Let's figure out what this is. Because I guarantee if you want to make more money, you got 2 choices. Either you're gonna try to stay where you at and go get another job doing the same thing that's gonna give you the same money. A waiter is a waiter. You could go to Beverly Hills and maybe get a little bit more money, or over there get some more money, but you follow what I'm saying? It's the same thing. Like as a chiropractor, I go, okay, there's a high end and a low end, but both of those ends require my time. And in the pandemic, March, I hit 6A 2-2. My mom hit 6A. That's with no contact with anybody, just talking over the phone. Like everybody has the tools. So I'm excited about it because I think that I know that the money is there. I'm also excited about it because I see other people that I could help, and the potential for me to help you and for you to be successful is very, very high. And I think just me winning, I like that. I like the odds. I think anybody who plays with me is gonna win. That's just how I start, but that's just how I feel. And I look forward to learning and meeting you guys more intimately so I can see what your goals are. There's just a lot of money involved, and we just gotta figure out how much of it you want and how willing you're looking to work for it. Because it's gonna be that 4-letter word called work at the end of the day, but it's yielding me a lot, you know, and it's not empty at the end of the rainbow. Like this is like, I don't know if you can see outside, but that's downtown Long Beach, you know? And I've been here for like 7 years. And I share that with you because I think that, you know, I didn't have a whole lot of people that were actually doing it at the time. They weren't people that maybe either like looked like me or were willing to like really sit down and be like, hey, I got something for you. Or maybe they were, and I felt like I didn't know them well enough, you know? But with regards to this and how this thing works, I think it comes down to essentially being coached and getting some desires in and going from there. I think that I think that's what I have to say. Thank you. You there, Cynthia? I can't hear you, Cynthia. Oh, now I can.
Okay, yeah, thank you, Dr. Lucas. That was wonderful. And I'm wondering if anybody has any questions for Dr. Lucas, Marty, or myself. You guys can all unmute yourselves.
That makes it better.
Yeah.
You look good over there, man.
What's that?
You're looking good.
All right, thank you.
Yeah.
Lost a lot of weight, doing better.
I could tell, man. I was like checking you out. I was like, I think I know him. There was more of him last time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the information was phenomenal. It just gives me motivation. It gives you that drive that you need
Yeah.
to have something to look forward to. Like I was talking about retirement, I can see it. Well, you're helping some other people at the same time. Any questions from anybody?
Yeah.
Marty?
Okay, well, I just want to expand on what Dr. Lucas is saying and what you're saying to everybody. Right now, we're doing a Friday training call every Friday at 6:30.
6:30.
At 6:30. And so you guys can either get through Cynthia, Dr. Lucas, or myself and get the number and come in on the call and get started, because we're holding each other accountable for creating the three-way calls and making those calls. So that's you got to hit the ground running, and everybody will kind of keep each other committed and accountable. And we're actually learning, because you have a feeling, if you don't do that, you're going to end up having a feeling that you're in it alone. And everybody's here to help each other succeed. So when you come in on the calls, we're all talking about our experiences with the call, what went right, what went wrong. And, I've been in the business for a while, but I'm learning something on every call from each individual, because everybody's experience is different. So get in on the call and let's all make 2020, 2021 something that we really want to look forward to.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I think that, it's important to make goals. I mean, you guys all decided to be a part of this call because you want something out of it. You guys were looking to make more money, maybe you get more freedom, or whatever the case may be. Whatever it is, I'm going to tell you, it's going to take commitment. Like, you're going to have to commit something. Like if it's going to start with small steps, like maybe making a list, maybe talking to people, but over time, we're going to help you stay accountable if there's something that you want. But it's the thing I'm going to share with everybody is I only help the willing. Like, if you're not willing, that's cool too. This ain't for everybody. And I love everybody on the call, but I think no buts, but I want to work with people that want to get it done. It's just more exciting that way. You know what I mean? Like, if you say, hey, I want to make $1,000 and we make $1,000, then we both got to go. Like, yeah. But if you're like, oh, I don't really want to be around, blah, blah, blah. I mean, this is like, it's the whining. It's a business. So this is a business in a box. And if you're serious about it, you guys, I mean, it's 2020. Everybody's talking about health. My business went through the roof this year. I mean, hit all kinds of bonuses and stuff like that. And it's exciting, not just me, but my parents as well. And I like to see my people win. I like to be like, I know him. He's up there on stage making money. I love that. That's what I live for. So if you're interested in that, make the effort and get in contact with myself or Cynthia or Marty. And what's up, Louis?
I just want to put some input in here. I was coming to meetings more before when I had more freedom and ability. And now that I have ability again, I'm here as soon as I can be. I'm interested very much in how you guys, what skill set you may have developed during the COVID-19 era that made it harder to get out to see people, might make financial issues tighter to actually get. I would think there's more stumbling blocks, but there has to have been things that propped up to make it possible to continue with the business. Absolutely. So I would like to pick the brains of people who are making money in this during these times. What are you doing, or what have you maybe shifted or changed to maybe accommodate some of those things?
Man, that's a great question, and the business has changed. That's just what it is. And I think that our business at a core is a people business. You have to have people in order for you to have a business. So obviously during COVID, I couldn't give out water the way anymore. The streets was empty, everybody was, but you have to realize that, at least I did, I realized I have talked to so many people So I was like, hey, what if I go shake a couple of these trees? I talked to this person 6 months ago. I talked to that person a year ago. I talked to that person. And now everybody's afraid of being sick anyway. So a lot of times people was calling me. They was like, hey, I saw your video, man. That video made sense. I didn't have the money now, but I got the money now. I'm like, all right, well, let's do it. Or it would be a Zoom call, like on Wednesday, they have Zoom calls that happen in the morning. I think Monique Washington does one. You just got to kind of plug into the new system. I know also in Long Beach, they're going to be opening an office here right off of Cherry. And that's going to be in location area as well. So I think as things start to change, as things start to shift, I think it's kind of like my opinion said, I have to eat no matter what. So it wasn't about COVID. It was like, I got a son, I got a family. You're gonna tell me that I can't go out there and look at all this money, I can't get none of it? Man, come on, man, we've been living too long. You gotta learn some of these games. And it's not a game like I'm trying to hurt, but it's a game like you gotta know how to play to win. And, I had to reinvent myself. I was like, you guys don't know this, but when you hit your bonus month, you have to sell 10 machines in a month, okay? So 10 machines in a month, you're working. It's like full time, you working. That 10 machines for me is $24,000 a month, okay? Just in machine sales, because you're making your 10 sales, that's what's gonna happen. So that's a $24,000 a month plus bonuses. The bonuses with itself was another $24,000. So I had a decision to say, hey, am I gonna let this money pass me by, or am I gonna get my money? And I don't know who you guys, I don't know if you ever see me on the court, but I get my money. That's just how I feel. Like, who's gonna stop me? The excuses? So I think, you have to put yourself in that mindset. If you can't do it, who can do it? Who can you pick up? I mean, if I can't do it myself, I'm gonna call Marty. I'm gonna call Cynthia. I'm gonna call Roger. I'm gonna call somebody else. And that's the beauty of this thing. On this thing, you guys, you have experience, you have lifestyle changes, you got all these testimonials of things that have happened to your body that you could speak from first person from. And if you knew, let's say, what Lewis's issues were, you could be, I know this guy named Lewis, he had this issue and now it's gone. Hey, you need to talk to this dude. You should find out how he got his issue going. And don't tell him nothing else. If you tell him more than that, you're talking too much. I got this old dude, he's young now. What happened to him? Oh, you talked to Marty. You follow what I'm saying? It's so many experiences, and it's kind of like you got to look at it like sharing your favorite movie. Like if I said, my favorite movie was or one of them, I can't think of the name. I'll say Bruce Leroy, but it wasn't Bruce Leroy. The Last Dragon. Was the Last Dragon? Last Dragon.
Oh, Last Dragon.
Yeah. Bruce Leroy. So you can't go through blabbing everything about the movie, because people when they see it, they're going to be like, I don't want to see the movie no more. And I think that's what you guys are doing. You have new information, you're excited about it, and you're telling them all the good parts that they don't want to talk to you no more by the time they get home. You gave them the full trailer. I don't need to see the movie, I'll pass. But if you go, oh, his hair did this, and then he punched the dude, and he said, pow, oh my gosh, you gotta see the movie. What have I done? I have expressed energy to you. And in order for you to get that, you have to get to the next step. So that is definitely a skill that I use, because I want to give you enough excitement for you to move. And I can't get excited until I know what you want. And most people on this call want love, they want health, or they want wealth. It's up to you to listen long enough to figure out what that is. And then they're going to say, man, I'm looking to improve my health. And it's going to come out to be so clear to you that you're going to be like, he just told me what I was looking for. Oh my gosh, what do I do next? And that's what's going to happen. And then you go, oh, I got to the next step. Like, he's interested. Oh gosh, maybe I should call Marty. Okay, what did I say to Marty? Just tell him what you found out. I got this water. He's interested in improving his health. Great. Marty, you know what to do from there. You edify Marty, be like, hey, I know this guy. He's had the technology for like 10 years. He's like a guru with this water. He's at a water store. You know, just shine on a little bit, Marty. Marty can hold his own. And then once that happens, he's gonna get on the phone and Marty's gonna tell him a story. And he's gonna be like, wow, that happened to Marty. That story sounded so sincere. It didn't sound like anybody was trying to sell me anything. It sounded like they were just really trying to give me information to help me. That's different. You know, you didn't talk about the electricity. You didn't talk about the 8 plates. You didn't talk about, nah, we're talking about helping people. And if we're talking about helping people, the conversation is easy. I think I can help you.
Excellent. Thank you.
Yeah, you know, it's a lot of different things, but I think once you start getting into it, it's kind of like I could hold the back of the bike when you're trying to balance, but if you never ride, you're gonna be like, I think it goes like this, and I think it goes like this. There's no experience. Your experience comes in with you talking to people, and yeah, you're gonna scrape your knees up a little bit. That's part of any business. Hey, Marty, when you started your water store, was it easy?
Heck no.
Did you have a whole bunch of people say, hey, Marty, I can help you? Hey, Marty, this is how you get your license. Hey, Marty, this is how you get this. Hey, Marty, here's how you get that. You get none of that. Like when I say none, I mean absolutely none. So when I think about the level of commitment on this call, if people are really interested in doing it, it's exciting, you know, because the chapter is there if you're willing to open up or turn the page, you know?
Yeah.
Excellent. Thank you for the input.
Thank you. Thank you for listening. Well, that's what I have right now. Cynthia, I think you did an outstanding call. Marty, you did an outstanding job as well. And I think the key, guys, is also working with people you like. Like I can smile at Marty and Cynthia all day long, you know? And if you build your business out of people who have these type of characteristics, you're gonna have a ball. But if you're gonna pick up doubters and haters and you know, leave that baggage behind, man. This is you being you. One of the most important things I think I learned was when I traveled. I left the United States and I went to, I think I went to Amsterdam. And then I went to the Philippines. And then I went to Thailand. But what ends up happening is when you leave and you go to another place, what happens is people go, what do you do? And I go, oh, I don't want to be the chiropractor no more. I want to be like a hydration specialist. And they were like, hydration specialist? I ain't never heard of that before. I was like, oh, I got you. I got you. Because you just have to be the most interesting man in the world. It doesn't take that much. And then once you start getting that, just grabbing their attention, there's like, yeah, man, I got magic water. You got magic water? This dude's crazy. I got magic water, man. I don't know what you got. Hey, it's working for me. You know, what you drinking? Looks like you need some. I got it for free. What you need? What's your problem? And from that, it's fun, it's exciting, and they're curious. And you could win from all those things. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? You can win from all of that because the next person you introduce them to is going to be Marty. And they're going to smile when they meet Marty. Cynthia, they're going to smile. And everybody is going to do the same thing. Oh, wow. Listen, what made you interested in the water? Yeah. And they're going to say, oh, this, that, the other, you know? So I wanted to share that with you guys because, you know, it's definitely a system involved. And I also have a Facebook page. It's Kangen Water Heroes. It's a hidden page. But if you're on Facebook, follow me on Vernell Lucas on Facebook, and I can link you into the other things that are going on. Because if you're not tied in, you're an island to yourself, which means everybody else is in the cycle. And as everybody else is doing this, you got to jump in so you can get that double dutch going. You know, if you ain't double dutching, everybody else is making money. You're gonna be like, how do they make so much money? Oh, they double dutching. What you doing? You watching. You can't practice if you watching. You got to double dutch. So, get in. What's that?
No, you got to get in it.
You got to get in. I know you can double dutch too. You can double dutch. So, you know, you're going to get hit in the head with the rope a couple times, but once that happens, I bet you're going to move and you're going to get it, you know? And that's the way that it goes. Because once you can laugh about it, you guys,
Oh,
you make
yeah.
money. Once you can laugh, you can make money. If you're not laughing, you're probably not making money. Because if you ain't laughing, I probably don't want to go wherever you're going.
I love this hydration specialist.
Yeah.
It's just, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I'm getting a lot from that right there, because it's much like, you know, change your water, change your life. You're removing a lot of the junk from the water and getting the pure into your system. It's the same thing you do in the business. You're going to remove from you all the anchors that want to try to hold you down. Hey, you want to come with me? Let's go. We don't just sit here. We're moving. You know? Because you're being an anchor, it's going to try to slow me down, and I got to try to help all these people move forward. Let's go. Get up.
Yeah.
Don't just be the anchor.
I'm going to tell you 100%, you guys, a new person would change your entire business.
Mhm.
One person saying yes. One person saying yes is Marty starting this call. Marty's responsible for another, I don't know, 50 sales in my organization. You do the math. And once you get a couple people that start doing like that, like, I don't know who's going to get it on here. Maybe it's Lewis. Lewis says, oh, I heard something. And now I get it. I don't know. That's how I got it. It just clicked for me. I was suffering just like you guys are suffering. I was like, how does this thing work? I don't know. And then all of a sudden, Bob Merdelli, my upline, says, hey, come to me to this event. And it clicked. Just like that. I was like, oh, that's all you have to do? It's like, yeah, all you got to do is invite people to this event. So I started inviting people to the event. Guess what? It worked.
Mhm.
Some people can't see the information through you. You can't be a whole movie theater. You could be somebody that tells them it's a good movie. That's all you gotta do. It's a good movie. What do you mean? It's a good movie. You gotta see that. That's it.
Yeah.
If you want some of this, you gotta see that. And once you get good at doing that, it sounds sincere. It sounds relaxed. It sounds like, oh man, I can't wait. And that's what this is, you guys. It's good news. You gotta share good news.
Yeah.
And the more you do that, you can compensate extremely well. I promise you that.
Seriously.
Well, anybody else have any questions? We are gonna thank Dr. Lucas. Anybody else? Okay.
Cynthia,
Yes.
you wanna post that number, share that number for the Friday 6:30 calls?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
This is a recorded call, so as soon as I figure out how to send this recording to everyone.
Or Cynthia, maybe you just create like a text message with everybody on the call, including myself, and we can send information. That way everybody can get it.
Okay.
You do that like a group?
Okay. Yes.
Genius. We gotta work smarter, not
Okay,
hard.
I gotcha.
Hey, I appreciate everybody on this call. I'm looking forward to helping everybody on this call. Please get in contact with me one way or the other, either through the text message that she's going to send out, and just let me know where you're at. You know, I would. This is what I do. You know, full time.
Okay, we're gonna give you some work. We're gonna make you busy.
I'm loving it.
Well, that's what you want.
That's right.
But you know what's funny is once I walked across stage the first time as a 6A, I did that essentially all by myself. And it was kind of a lonely feeling, like everybody's cheering for everybody else, and you get there and it's like, I don't know, 5, 10 people out there. And then I started to realize how these other people were making money. They were making sure that the other people on their team were getting paid.
Yeah.
And you got to choose people that you could think you can win with. Like if we playing 3-on-3, pick 2 teammates you can win with. Don't be the dude who's short and bow-legged and knock-kneed. Don't get that guy. Get the guy that you think you can win with. You know what I mean? Like,
Yep.
When I go to court, I know I can win with Marty every single time. Why? Because Marty is consistent. So when I look at him, I know he's going to play hard. I know he's going to hit that side jumper. I know he's going to go for rebounds. And that's all I need to win. I feel like, hey, I could do everything else. Like if you give me effort, I can do everything else. But if you like got the wrong shoes on and you tired from last night and you talking about, it's like, dude, I came to win. Like, what you talking about? Like, I can't do that with you. And you start to realize that that's not going to make you money. So stay focused, make a decision, and let's get this paper, you guys, because it's not going to be like this forever. It's going to be a time where everybody's going to know about this pretty soon. And I've seen it growing. Right now it's kind of like, the first time somebody says something about what's that car, the Tesla, everybody's, what's that? And now everybody got them.
Oh, really?
Same thing. I'm guaranteeing you. So right now you're at ground floor, so to speak. None of your friends know about it, and you got the brand new shiny car on the block. Skin is glowing, and your skin is looking good. Listen, just take a picture of Marty next time. Be like, listen, this dude right here, he got pretty skin. He drink the water. That's it. That's it. Machine like that.
My sister has the High Pro Glow, and she's just a couple of years behind me. So, give her full credit as well.
Absolutely.
Look at it. Amazing.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, that's what it comes down to, you guys. And people are looking to grow from the knowledge that you already have.
Yeah.
You already got enough. Yeah. You got enough information to make money.
You may not remember me, but I met you in Long Beach when you had the meeting at what was it? It was a dinner at the
Cruise?
the ship, on the ship.
Oh, the cruise ship. Yes, absolutely.
Daniel DeMcCauley. Yeah. Leaving out of Long Beach.
Right, in Long Beach.
Man, you're looking good out there.
Yes.
I say you're looking good. You're looking good.
Thank you.
How you feeling?
Wonderful. I drink the water all the time.
You look like you drink the water. You're like a young 25 over there. Shoot. Look, you play basketball, I might need a partner.
Dance, I dance.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. And you guys, honestly, it's so overwhelmingly feels good to see good people do well, and to know that the knowledge that I passed from Marty years ago is affecting you guys, and I can see your health right now. Like, I don't know if there's any other company that makes you feel that way. You know what I mean? Like, I know I've got 10 years back, like good years. Like, and I look at those, I go, man, I know black don't crack anyway, but this is some good stuff I got back, And it feels good to be in that space where I can share that. It's not just me. It's like I'm fit. No, it's like you can do the same thing. And do that, y'all. You get paid well for it.
Right.
Right.
It makes a difference. Yeah.
Yeah. And you have a proven solution.
That's true.
And I think that's also another thing. Like, if they go get doctors and they go get medicine, they're gonna be guessing on every shot, every exam, every x-ray. They're gonna be like, all the way until they cut it off, they're gonna be like, we gotta see. Once we get in there, we'll see. I said, listen, man, I got some water that don't hurt. You know what I mean? It don't even hurt. Like, God, you're gonna pee and poop out your disease, and once you feel better, you're gonna look good enough to tell somebody else. That's a perfect business model.
I love it. Nicely said.
Yeah. It's out. Listen, all you gotta do is live long enough to know. Shoot, that's all you gotta do. Live long enough to know. They be like, what are they about to do? What? Yeah, they couldn't figure it out. The whole hospital couldn't figure it out. The doctors and all of his men. I said, man, listen, I've been helping people with water. And they'd be like, what? I said, listen, it's free. You can't lose. If you drink the water and you get better, you win. If you drink the water and you get worse, you ain't lost nothing. You was here already. You was here already. So right. You got to look at these things, and as you talk to people, you got to see if they're hopeful. Because, somebody with no hope will tear up your hope. And you don't need that in your life. This ain't what you need for your business. This is like you're handing out life,
Right.
like literally.
Right.
Like I got enough stories, trust me, I'm handing out life. And when you approach people like that, it should be a good space, you know? And when I look at and I feel the energy from these calls, you guys are great people. You guys are truth tellers. It's not like you guys look like car salesmen. You know what I mean? Your friends ain't looking at you like that. So all you got to do is share with them what you know and what you felt. And I bet you if you do it right, kind of like, you know, like a movie, like, ooh, girl, listen, I don't know what it does everything, but I'm gonna send you this video. If you like this video, there's this handsome doctor by the name of Dr. Lucas. I'm just telling you what to say. All right. Hey man, listen, you gotta use what you got, okay? Use what you got. It's that time. You gotta use what you got. That's all I'm saying. And
Yep.
you know, I've been using beauty water longer than y'all. So you spray that on there, you show them the video, and then they're gonna be curious about the next step. They're gonna be like, oh my gosh, that makes so much sense. Man, wow. And then you'd be like, oh man, if you think that's impressive, man, there's this guy named Marty. You know what I mean? That's how the stories start. You kind of have to know the other people and know what they were suffering from, what monkey they got off their back, and then you connect people. And that's how this thing 100% works. Because I don't do no closing like that. I'm gonna let you talk to somebody with your same disease, and they gonna tell you all the medications that they took, and they go, oh well, after 3 months I ain't take. What you mean you don't take no more medication? Oh, you like that? Okay. Well, let me let you talk to this person. If you don't have nobody in your Rolodex, let me know. I got people who were sick for all kinds of stuff. They drank the water and got better. And you know, that's simple, you know, and that's already in your phone. So make a list and let's get started, y'all.
All right,
All right.
let's do
All
it.
right.
You guys have an amazing weekend.
Yeah, thank you.
I want to thank Dr. Lucas. Yeah.
Thank you.
Appreciate
Thank you,
you.
Doc.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Most
Thank you for your time.
informative, very encouraging.
All right.
Blessings.
Thanks
Thank
again for coming for the call. We really enjoyed it. Thank you so much, Dr. Lucas, for your time. And you guys on a Saturday night. I know you
Hey, drink up, y'all.
That's right.
For
Right.
sure.
Have a good night, everybody. I'll send you that link.
That makes a difference.
All
Okay.
right, appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, for
Okay.
sure.
Thank you. Good night.
Good
All right,
night.
good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night.
Yeah, for
Good
sure.
night, Nathan.
For sure.
Thank you, Cynthia.
You're welcome. Talk to you soon.
Yeah, great call, Cynthia.
All right. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Marty,
All right,
everybody.
you're welcome. Thanks for being on the call, Gail.